Hey! So, I noticed something when I was checking the dailies. The daily is Celestial Night again, which is either really, really lucky or it was bugged yesterday, and that's why it got re-upped. But I'll try Forgotten Town first, because that's the one that I haven't seen. Come on. Damn it, we are still at 69%. I want to get to that 70. But I guess it's not as simple as saying I really want to. Then it's Jumbotron, right? Rainbow Tiles, right? Rainbow Tiles, and then Rainbow Tiles goes to Jumbotron. Oh, it's right there. Oh, right, this leads somewhere, doesn't it? I don't remember where. I haven't been here in ages. But I think I've been here before. This music is also familiar. Huh. What in the... Is there some way I can interact with them? Maybe... Before I check, let me actually try Spacesuit. Huh. No. Chainsaw, Eyeball Bomb, or Marginal make the bird disappear. Weird. What a cool area. And now, real quick, let me just, like, navigate over to Celestial Night again. I read something very interesting earlier today, because I was looking through Stack Overflow for answers, advice, etc. on the homework that I have due in a few days. And it seems that by the way, Stack Overflow it's a forum specifically meant for programming related questions. So it's computer science stuff, but it branches out into more general stuff. Like, I think there's some politics in there, there's some like economics, engineering stuff as well. but it's designed. It's mainly meant to be comp sci. Well, pretty recently, the moderators put out a post where they were instituting a tentative ban on ChatGPT related posts. Or ChatGPT generated posts, I should say. Due to their potential misaccuracy. And as someone who's been skeptical about ChatGPT since basically the beginning, my confirmation bias is going wild right now. I'll tell you that. Because I've always subscribed to the theory, I forget where you go. Yeah. I've always subscribed to the theory, there's this famous quote by a psychologist that that goes something like, if the human mind were simple enough that we could understand it, we would be too simple-minded to understand it. It's a bit of a circular reasoning, but the point is that we cannot simultaneously be smart enough to understand the human mind and have the human mind be simple enough for us to understand. It's illogical. Now, the reason why I've already subscribed to this is because when you think about it in the context of artificial intelligence, AI obviously has to be built off of human constructs and human, understandings. Skynet does not truly exist, and I don't think it will exist for a very long time. You can't have an AI has to start somewhere, and more often than not, it's based on either data, like raw data, or methods of human understanding. Meaning, there's always an upper limit, and an AI will never be able to surpass humans, unless it is built from the ground up by AI, which is not possible. Moving on from that, though, there's also comes to the question of accuracy. And this was a problem all the way back when search engines were first becoming vogue. That if you have a search engine, you want to be sure that it is as close to 100% accurate as you can possibly get it. Because you think about it in terms of something like what's the thing called? Bayes' theorem, I think it's Bayes' theorem. There's the statistics thing where you have a certain chance of getting based on a test, you have a certain chance of getting a false positive and a certain chance of getting a false negative. And off of that, if both the chance of false positive and false negative are pretty low, then you're going to end up with very low numbers for how likely you are to get the correct answer. So even a small amount of inaccuracy in an AI is enough to throw it completely out of whack. At least when it comes to getting right answers out of it. And we know for a fact that ChatGPT is not perfect, because obviously why would it be? I think the daily is still bugged. Also, is this interesting? There's a mute button on the HUD now. But the thing is, because it will never reach 100% accuracy, and because it will never reach anywhere close to 100% accuracy, I will never trust it. Because when you think of a Google search, the chance of a Google search giving you just wrong information is very, very low. Because it is generated off of the data set of human knowledge. Not perfectly, of course, but the chance of getting information that is completely inaccurate is very low, mainly because you have multiple sources that you can get, because it's a list. I feel like that's honestly the solution, is just have it run multiple times and prompt the user to compare the answers. Also, I'm going to scream. Celestial Knight broke again, and we are literally 1 away from gold. I have a hunch for where that might be, actually. I don't know for sure. What was that area in... I'm trying to think. It would branch off from Intestines Maze. It was Desert Fields, I think? I was right. Let's go to the Desert Fields. Also... Look at him. Aww. Alright. Hang on, I'll rejoin these guys later. But, I think I just have to head to Desert Fields and then find that vending machine, and that will get me to gold. And Desert Fields is relatively quick, too. But the thing that bugs me more than anything, and that, like, the reason why I've learned never to trust AI, is that it's used so much as a buzzword by people who have no idea what they're talking about. Especially when it comes to machine learning. Because let me just say straight off the bat, artificial intelligence and machine learning are not the same thing. If someone says they're the same thing, they are a marketing person and you should not trust what they say. Now we just look for the vending machine. But if there's someone who... Yes! Yes! Gold! Gold! We made it! Oh god, next rank is 500. Where to go from here? Honestly, my gut says apartments. Oops. Because I think today is going to be a day where I just go on a random tangent and work doesn't get done. I also wonder if they're still howling in there. Oh, damn it! No! I should have waited to see. I say we go Valentine World again. But, what I was saying is if you hear someone talking about artificial intelligence and they use the terms AI, neural network, and machine learning interchangeably, and act as if they're all the same thing, that person is not to be trusted. All three of those things are distinctly different. Actually, I kind of want to go to apartments, because up here is the Elvis Masada's flower. I've always wondered what the deal is with this place. Is there... Oh, weird. Oh, there it is. The zebra... Right, it was the zebra cross... the zebra crossing. I didn't know that's what that was called. Hello. I always forget that that isn't Sky Kingdom. Also, we get to explore apartments without the UFO sound. It's a rare event. Oh, and we got the weird. That's got to be a Japanese thing of like the. It's like liquid in a plastic container, but the plastic container is in a really goofy shape. Kind of reminds me of like Silly Straws. Very similar kind of beat. But I tend to get kind of defensive when it comes to like marketing AI, mainly because of self-driving cars. Because that is the classic AI thing that no one really understands. And every time someone asks about it, they get a bad answer, because the only people who know are the people that are also marketing it. So I'm not going to say they intentionally misinform, but they use a lot of buzzwords. There's this technique that if you don't, as long as you don't, oh wait. Really? I thought you had to be teleported here. I didn't know Division Proof Kid would actually be here. But there's this practice to intentionally stretch the truth, because you're trying to sell something. You're not lying necessarily, but you're still doing harm by not letting your client in on the full story. Those clients turn around and gas on about how cool the product is. Those clients end up going to news outlets end up reporting on this false information, and suddenly you have a bunch of people that have no idea what it's actually doing. And it's a very common problem. It's a similar way as how wars start. I don't know if they still use the term yellow journalism, but it's a very similar affair. Of journalists have to sell more papers. So even if they don't intend to lie or stretch the truth, that's what ends up happening. And as it travels further down the pipeline of more reporters getting information from other reporters, the truth becomes more and more stretched and distorted, to the point that it's not even true anymore. And then by the time someone would attempt to step in and try and right the wrongs by actually saying what happened, everyone has accepted this new false information as the truth. And suddenly the script is flipped. Now the people that supposedly had correct information are being called out for being misinformed. And from there, it's kind of hard to come back. And especially when it comes to things that are there's a turn of phrase called plausible deniability. It's actually a very important phrase. Okay, I'm right here right now. Yeah, keep going. Plausible deniability. Basically, if something is not if something does not have plausible deniability, then there's no real way of telling whether or not it's correct or not. It's things like there's one that comes to mind is historical works being based on real people. Things like the obvious example is Jesus of Nazareth or King Arthur, characters like that, who there's a lot of debate for whether or not they actually existed. The trouble, of course, being, it is really, really difficult to prove that fact. You can come close, but there's no way to get definitive proof, because how do you prove that? How do you prove that King Arthur was real? Well, you find literature. Well, that literature has been lost to time. So, what now? Hang on, I actually forget where you have to wander around. The map says there. I think it is like these tiles. I kind of just have to wait. Hey, Provoson. But, I lost my train of thought. It was something about the plausible deniability. Right, reporters. If no one has the information, then just about anything can be believable. It's kind of a scary thought, honestly. That if no one knows what the answer is, the answer could be anything within reason. And reason can be warped by the perceptions of people. So it really could be anything. You apply that to something like governments and aggression and things like that. Like take the more recent example of the Chinese balloon that was shot down over American soil. I don't know what actually happened there. We have theories, but the government isn't talking on either side. Now the question then becomes, okay, I swear to God, let me try going all the way down and all the way back up. I'll just like hug the left wall. I remember this area is particularly annoying to get into. Okay, that's good enough. And I'll hug the left wall all the way back up. This is the wrong way. It was this way. It was not this way. Uh-oh. Come on. Provoson, why? The small boxes. Yeah, it's those tiles. Because those 4 tiles are where Provoson is standing. Let's try like this. Oh my god, I was right. That works. My eventual goal is I want to try and get to the puppet show event. Because I seem to remember pretty distinctly that I don't have... There's an achievement related to it that I actually don't have. Mun. Aww. There are definitely new achievements. Yeah, I already did this. Use the twin tail in the dressing room with the maid outfit. And I already did the circus event, too. Thanks for the ride, y'all. Okay. This is one of those that is very hard to navigate, though brown is my final stop. Which means I need red, green, yellow. Got it. Though I think getting all the way back to my I kind of Socrates'd myself and I just went on this random tangent that's somehow supposed to link back to my conversation. It was originally about ChatGPT and chatbots, but above all that, I always found it kind of problematic that these sort of technologies are marketed almost like stocks. As like it's the next big thing. Because obviously, if you get people interested in your product, you get funding. But the trouble there is that you end up with people who ended up successfully stretching the truth in order to attract investors. Now, that helps in the short run because it gets you the money you need, but in the long run, you end up with a lot of people who end up misinformed about the product that you're trying to build. And that can cause some serious problems. And as much as I want to say the solution is education, it's not really that simple, unfortunately, as much as I would like it to be. Because congratulations, you plan on educating a whole generation of people, multiple generations of people, basically, about these things that they already have incorrect notions about. Well, how do you propose you do that? Okay, so Ocean Floor was the puppet show. I think I swear I already did this, but maybe there's 3 events. Okay. Child, Stretch, Glasses, and Penguin. Start with Child. Ugh. Stretch. And Glasses. And then finally, Penguin. Cute. Oh, weird. So what am I missing? Yeah, deep within the sea lies some sorrowful things, waiting to be uncovered. See the puppet show on the ocean floor. I'm at the puppet show at the ocean floor. Is there something else that I'm missing? Let's try it again. Okay, child. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's working now. Oh! What the hell? That is really scary. But my rambling's done, and I've also done... I'm not gonna say I've made a lot of progress, but I've made some progress. Crap, I just realized that desktop audio has been down basically this whole time, but hopefully the difference isn't too much of a problem. That is also all I have for now, I think. Let me do one more trip back to the Nexus, just in case the wolves are alive. And I can't even do that, because that's an underwater area. I'll do one more trip just to see. Come on. Damn it. There's also the... Yeah, no, the wolves have dispersed. That's unfortunate. But that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.